Santanayanti jaladhing jani mrittu jalam sambhavayantva vikritam vibhagnam yasya vibhutayaiha amita shakti pala nasritatang badakutah sharanam brajamaham mitre shatrutpavishamam tava padmanetram swaste duste tvabitatham tava hastapata mrittu chaya tava daya tvamritan chamata Mamang munchantu parame shubhadrishtayaste Mamang munchantu parame shubhadrishtayaste. Oh, where shall I find refuge save in her, whose glories manifest in the universe in powers immeasurable, whose powers swell the ocean of birth and death, and transform the immutable into the changing and divided. To friend and foe, the lotus eyes are even, unfortunate and unfortunate, thou layest thy hand alike. Deathlessness and the shadow of death are equally in thy mercy. O Mother, O Supreme One, may thy gracious glances never forsake me. Om, peace, peace, peace. A very good morning to all of you. I am very happy to be present with the topic Holy Mother in the Eyes of Swami Vivekananda, the fourth part. In the last lectures, we have been reading from the wonderful letter written by Swami Vivekananda to his brother disciples, addressing Swami Shivananda, the second president of the Ramakrishna order, and telling them that you have not understood Holy Mother, who Holy Mother really is, and gradually you will understand, but not now, it will take time. So it shows that I have understood a little bit about the Holy Mother. So he was trying to enlighten, opening the eyes of his brother disciples about the life and significance, her teachings, the mission of Holy Mother's being born, embodying herself in a human form, that Divine Mother. So all these ideas through that letter he was giving, and also telling, yes, Sri Ramakrishna, I know he was no other than the God himself incarnated in this age. But Holy Mother is his power, and if there is a chance to choose one of them, I will ask that you choose Holy Mother. Whether you accept Sri Ramakrishna or not, that's your decision, whoever believe or not believe, but whoever does not have respect and reverence on Holy Mother, respect for Holy Mother, reverence for Holy Mother, faith in Holy Mother, fie on him or her. So he was trying to, through his writings we find, trying to express his mind, in what esteem he used to hold Holy Mother, At that time, others could not understand, but Swami Vivekananda was telling, you could not understand, you have not yet understood. But gradually you will understand, unfolding the divinity of the Divine Mother herself, Holy Mother, who was born in a just remote corner of a remote district in Bengal, having no education, not coming in presence of anybody, never lecturing, not going to the school, college, university, no philosophical discussion, what sadhana she did, nobody knew. But Swami Vivekananda, through his spiritual perception, through the grace of God only, Holy Mother only, through Sri Ramakrishna's grace only, he could understand and see what Holy Mother's power is going to work in future and how to make his brother disciples and other devotees understand that who Holy Mother was. So in another letter we find he was writing to his disciple from America, 30th November 1894, Alasinga Perumal. He was a physics professor there in Madras, very enthusiastic. This young group, English educated people in Madras, they actually forced Swami Vivekananda. Although Swami Vivekananda had a vision to come to the West, Sri Ramakrishna was beckoning on the ocean water, showing that come. But these boys, youngsters, one of them was Alasinga Perumal, and Swami Vivekananda always used to keep in touch with them through letters after his leaving Madras. And in 1894, a very nice letter he was writing to this disciple. What nonsense about the miracle of Ramakrishna. Miracles I do not know, nor understand. Had Ramakrishna nothing to do in the world but turning wine into the Gupta's medicine? Gupta's medicine was this very strong quinine in those days for malaria. This De Gupta's medicine was very famous. Immediately your remission will be the fever, malaria fever will come down. So is it the duty nothing to do in the world but turning wine into the Gupta's medicine? Lord, save me from such Calcutta people. What materials to work with? If they can write a real life of Sri Ramakrishna with the idea of showing what he came to do and teach, let them do it. Otherwise, let them not distort his life and sayings. These people want to know God, who see in Sri Ramakrishna nothing but jugglery. Now let Kidi, another disciple from Madras, translate his love, his knowledge, his teachings, his eclecticism, etc. This is the theme. So, when he was requested by Swami Vivekananda himself write a biography on Master, and he was not lecturing on Master, neither Holy Mother nor Master in Western society there, anywhere. So, he is requesting write a biography of Ramakrishna. The life of Sri Ramakrishna was an extraordinary searchlight under whose illumination one is able to really understand the whole scope of Hindu religion. He was the object lesson of all the theoretical knowledge given in the Shastra scriptures. He showed by his life what the rishis and the avatars really wanted to teach. The books were theories, he was the realization. This man had in 51 years This man had in 51 years lived the 5,000 years of national spiritual life and so raised himself to be an object lesson for future generations. The Vedas can only be explained and the Shastras reconciled by his theory of avastha or stages, that we must not only tolerate others but positively embrace them, and that truth is the basis of all religions. Now, on these lines, a most impressive and beautiful life can be written. So, always he was encouraging his disciples and brother disciples to understand Sri Ramakrishna, his mission, and he equated Holy Mother Sharada Devi, who was completely behind the veils. Nobody could know and nobody could directly talk to her, but it was Swami Vivekananda who was telling that there is no difference between Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother, and if you ask me to choose one of them, I will choose Holy Mother, because Mother's blessings are more effective in my life. I have seen whatever success, so-called success, worldly things you see that I have done in the West, and people are coming to understand Sri Ramakrishna's message, Vedanta, all these things. It is nothing by myself. Everything was done through the blessings of Holy Mother. So there I am a little dogmatic, I am a little fanatic. He is openly telling about this to make his brother disciple understand the glory of Holy Mother. So through these letters we understand that he was trying to make them understand Sri Ramakrishna properly, and Holy Mother also, who was being neglected, not being understood properly. Because when he was requested in another letter to one of his brother disciples, he was writing that Sannal, one of his brother disciples, household disciples, who was present on 1st January 1886, when Sri Ramakrishna blessed all. What more can I bless you? I bless you all. You get illumined. You know thyself. Let your spiritual consciousness be awakened. So, Sannal also one of them, he was blessed by Sri Ramakrishna. He was writing and requesting Swami Vivekananda that, yes, can you write something on Holy Mother? So he is writing a letter to his other brother disciples, Ramakrishnananda, in 1894, that Sannal has sent a lecture, has given a long lecture to me, but I think sometimes to write something on Holy Mother. But I find that I become afraid. What I will write about Holy Mother? Have I understood Holy Mother properly? You see, the humility. The letter he is writing, brothers, that you have not understood, means not directly telling I have understood, but you have not understood that I have understood. You do not know it, but I know it. I am ignorant, say, just. I know that I am ignorant, but that you all are also ignorant, you do not know that. So I am a little better than you. I know that I am ignorant, but you people are so grossly engrossed and under the spell of Maya and ignorance that you do not even understand that you have not understood. So, what I am telling, Swamiji, through all his letters, again and again, trying to impress upon his brother disciples and other devotees, be it monastic or lay, that try to understand, although Sri Ramakrishna is not there in physical body, but don't forget and don't neglect that Holy Mother is there, and there is no differentiation between Holy Mother and Master. So, and whatever thing you are seeing and you are thinking that whole world I have won over and everyone here is my disciple, and don't think this is my power. Yes, Sri Ramakrishna blessed me that Naren, one day he will teach. What he will teach, when he will teach, what will be the platform, where, nothing was said. Sri Ramakrishna wrote in a piece of paper just before, a couple of months before his giving up the physical body. So nobody disturbed also us, because he could not speak at that time. He was suffering from throat cancer. So Swami Vivekananda is trying to make them understand that whatever a little bit Sri Ramakrishna's words are being executed and being materialized through me, it is everything through the blessings of Holy Mother. Because While coming to the West, I took permission from Holy Mother, whether I should go or not. When I took the Indian pilgrimage, I took permission from Holy Mother. When I went to Himalayas and tried to meditate, because Master said so many things, so long it is not happening through me, let me remain absorbed in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Although Sri Ramakrishna scolded him, "No, you are not born for that. You have some other activity. You don't think that it is the highest realization, remaining in completely absorbed in Nirvikalpa Samadhi." This is also the first thing we came to understand. Before Sri Ramakrishna, in these concrete words, nobody said, rather everyone said the goal of human life through the path of knowledge, Advaita Vedanta, is the highest condition is that to be completely remain absorbed in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Highest goal of life according to the Advaita Vedanta. And that also Narendranath is, when requested for, Sri Ramakrishna is just scolding him and telling, Naren, you are so mean-minded, you are so small-minded, you are so selfish, you are thinking that you will remain always in Samadhi. Higher than that also is there. Now, he is telling Swami Vivekananda that through his life only and teachings only we understand the meaning of the Shastras, that there is higher than that. What is that? Serving the humanity with the idea, the feeling, realization. It is not intellectual understanding and talking. Really feeling in your heart of hearts that they all are nothing but the very embodiment of, everyone is those very embodiment of that ultimate reality. Everything is living. And Sri Ramakrishna blessed him. Yes, you have got Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Now you have to preach this. This is Divine Mother's mission. And that Divine Mother's mission is both Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother herself. When Sri Ramakrishna passed away in 1886, 15th August night, it was 16th August actually, at night, 1:15 a.m. that midnight, so it was 16 August. And Holy Mother was informed, and Holy Mother came and just making pranams to Thakur and touching, "Oh Master, oh Mahakali," not Master, "Oh Mahakali, where have you left, leaving me behind?" See, Holy Mother is seeing Mother Kali, the Divine Mother, incarnated at Sri Ramakrishna. And Sri Ramakrishna also is seeing Holy Mother. Yes, I see that Mother Kali, Divine Mother, and my biological mother and you all are the one and the same, the embodiment of that Anandamoyi Murti, the image of that highest celestial bliss. So now Swami Vivekananda, through letters, writing that I think I will write, but you see, I feel myself very incompetent. Several times it comes to my mind, sometimes I think I write something on Holy Mother, people should know it. But immediately another fear enters into me. Am I really competent? About Sri Ramakrishna also, when he came back and was being requested to write an authentic biography of Sri Ramakrishna, because everyone understood that Sri Ramakrishna's power is working through Swami Vivekananda. So who can be a better autobiographer other than Swami Vivekananda? So I requested Girish Chandra Ghosh, other brothers, many devotees, his own disciple. So Swamiji said, I could not understand Sri Ramakrishna properly. So if I start writing about Sri Ramakrishna, Shiv gorte kiye badur gore felbo. With the idea that I will make an idol of image of Shiva, I will be actually making an idol, an image of a statue of monkey. So I don't like to do that, because I don't feel I am competent. About Holy Mother also, he is telling others, not only Sri Ramakrishna, I don't feel that I understood Holy Mother. You people have not understood, that I know, because you do not express that. I am expressing, but the message is also there that by Mother's grace, a little bit understanding there is in me. So he was, in the letter is telling, whatever I have achieved in this West, it was nothing but the fruit of, result of the blessings Holy Mother extended to me when I sought it before coming to the West. So now I find everything is happening, materializing, being executed through her grace. So day and day I am understanding. You people also understand. Don't misunderstand, don't under-understand Holy Mother. So the way Swami Vivekananda felt about Sharada Devi, now we will read some other description where it is described how Holy Mother, after 7 years, when Swami Vivekananda has come back after his victorious return from the West, now in Bengal, after his all the lectures from Colombo to Almora. Almora, it's not done yet. Colombo to Calcutta, everywhere lecturing and lecturing in the railway stations. There was no stoppage when Swami Vivekananda was going back to Madras. In different railway stations, at different stations, there was no stoppage, express train. People, they lay on the railway tracks, sitting, lying, forcing the railway station master. In those days, you see, there were native people, Indians, and station masters were, in most cases, Western people, officers, rulers, Britishers. And if needed, they will charge bullet also. They know all these experiences there. Still, Swami Vivekananda has to show his face to us. And Swami Vivekananda will come to the door under the request, pressure of the devotees, admirers, and say, just they want to see. He could not even talk at that time. So much of trouble going on. So he came to Calcutta. Now, after 7 years, Swami Vivekananda is going to meet Holy Mother Sharada Devi. Just after reaching Calcutta, he was sent to, within a week, he was sent to Darjeeling to regain his health. And he has come back from Calcutta, and now Holy Mother also has come from Jairambati to Calcutta. The Son, Divine Son, is going to meet his Divine Mother and the Polster of life. And just will give the description what he has done these 7 years, because after 7 years, in 1890 July, he took leave of Holy Mother from Gusuri, a rented house near Belur Math. That, Mother, I will go with your blessing. So Mother blessed and said to another brother disciple, Gangadhar, Swami Akhandanandaji, you know everything in the Himalayas. See that my Naren doesn't suffer from any scarcity of food. He is going for tapasya. Sadhu's aim, what is it? Sadhu's goal of life, aim of life is to eat, to have that food is ready. That is secondary thing. If physical body needs it, it comes. But he is going to, and Holy Mother is telling, go. And with Holy Mother's blessings, he started. And Gangadhar, Holy Mother is telling, I am giving our everything to you. Naren, at that time he was not that famous, recognized, appreciated by the whole world. Swami Vivekananda, at that time just unknown monk, like everyone. And Holy Mother is telling, I am giving at your custody, under your care, Naren, our everything. Take full care of him, see that he doesn't suffer from scarcity of food during his stay in the Himalayas, because previously you have been in the Himalayas, you know the area properly. So after that, this is the, again, 7 years, in 1997. March 23, there are different versions, because in those days everything was not date-wise mentioned, that one day everything will be recorded and this chronologically everything will be done. However, there are different versions, but he was present there, biographer Kumud Ranjan Sen. He gave a wonderful description of that meeting, and Swami Vivekananda was giving. We will just see how after 7 years the Divine Mother and the Divine Child meeting, and it is really a matter of meditation. If you close your eyes and if you think that it was 10 by 2 Bushpara Road, Holy Mother used to, at that time Calcutta house of Holy Mother was not constructed. So it was 23rd March or sometime in April in 1897, Swami Vivekananda has come back. Immediately he went to Darjeeling to regain his health. Now he has come back from Darjeeling, and Holy Mother is also in Calcutta. Now before going, always taking Ganga Jal, Ganga water. In India, Hindus believe that Ganga water is so exalted, holy, that if you just touch, you become pure. Whatever you have eaten, whatever you have done, whatever places you have visited, pure or impure, dirty places. But if you just touch Ganga water, then you are physically, mentally, externally, internally, you are purified. So, while going to Holy Mother again and again, drinking Ganga water, and now Kumud Bandhu Sen left an eyewitness account of their meeting. It was a memorable and historic occasion. All those who had the rare privilege to see this meeting between Holy Mother and the illustrious Swami Vivekananda for the first time after the latter's return from the West with laurels of glory and fame felt an exuberant joy, whoever were present. Holy Mother stood silently at the door of her own room, wearing her usual veil-like covering. Swamiji prostrated himself before her. It was indeed a heavenly sight to see the world-famous Swami Vivekananda prostrating himself with deep reverence and humility before Holy Mother like a devoted son, like a child. Holy Mother, deeply moved at the sight of Swamiji, after an interval of nearly 7 years, stood speechless as if in a trance. The whole atmosphere was surcharged with indescribable sublimity and divine bliss. When he made pranams to Mother, Swamiji did not touch her feet, as is often customary. And when he stood up after prostrating to her, he turned to all of us who were standing behind Swamiji and said in a soft voice, quote, "Go and prostrate before the Mother, but don't touch her feet." He himself also did not touch. Don't touch her feet. She is so gracious, so tender and affectionate, that when one touches her feet, she then readily draws unto and takes upon herself all the misery and suffering of the hapless soul out of her infinite grace and unbounded love and compassion for one and all. Thereby, she has to suffer herself silently for others' sake. Go slowly, one by one, and prostrate before her. Pray to her and ask for her blessings from the bottom of your heart, with all sincerity, but without verbal expression. She is ever in a superconscious state and understands everybody's mind. You don't need to shout and tell, "I want this." You just think it in your mind. Offer with all your sincerity and earnestness. Offer your devotion, your love, your reverence. Offer your prayer. But don't touch the feet. Swami Vivekananda, teaching everyone through his own example how to pay respect and in what esteem Holy Mother should be held. As directed by Swamiji, all of us, one by one, silently prostrated ourselves before the Mother. Swamiji quietly stood in a corner of the veranda. When we all had finished offering pranams to Mother, Golapma, Holy Mother's attendant, broke the silence and addressed Swamiji on behalf of the Mother, saying in a most affectionate tone, quote, "Mother is eager to know how you have been keeping at Darjeeling. Is there much improvement?" Generally, when we see anybody coming very famous, oh, what you did, this, that. But Mother is Mother, you see. It is after reading this, I also felt really anybody and everybody first should ask, Swamiji, how is your health? But everybody wants to, what you did in America, what happened there, how much master's ideas are placed there, how much has it been received by others, what is this, how many centers have been started. But Mother is Mother. Mother is asking through her attendant, directly not talking. You see the divine play. What a reverence, what understanding, deep understanding, insight makes somebody to understand, fathom the depth of Holy Mother's compassion and love and her spiritual stature. Never ever talking to her, seeing her face, having any lecture and hear that I have not seen her or him, but I have read his or her lecture, so I understand he or she is a man of knowledge or devotion. But Swami Vivekananda had in his mind that wonderful realization that this lady is none other than the embodiment of the incarnation of that Divine Mother which is called Brahman when it is unmanifest, without any gunas, without any form, without any attribute. The same principle, absolute, as it were, has taken this shape for the good of the humanity in this modern age, as Sharada Devi, which others could not understand. Swami Vivekananda had firm faith and conviction about that. And Golapma was asking, Mother is asking very sweetly, in an affectionate tone, Mother is eager to know how you have been in Darjeeling, because you have gone there. How is your health? How do you feel? Has there been much improvement? Swamiji, yes, I was much better there. Mahendra Banerjee and his accomplished wife very kindly looked after my comfort. I hope within a short time I will be all right. Golapma, Mother says that the Master is always with you. You have still many more things to do for the good of the world. Now, after going back to India, he has to start an organization, a center. Many things are there in his mind, which orthodox Indian thought, orthodox mind will not accept and will discard. No, these are all Western ideas, American ideas. Several years you have been with them, so you have just, now you could not change their mind. Your mind has been changed. You are influenced by them. These are all, where is in Indian monasticism that we have to do all these things, organization, working for others. So now Swami Vivekananda also so many things in mind, and Mother, before he expressed his what is in mind, Mother is telling that many more things still you have to do for the good of the world. That is why you are here. So, Swamiji, I see directly, Swamiji, quote, I see directly, I feel, and I realize that I am a mere instrument of the Master. Sometimes I am myself surprised how such wonderfully great things are taking place, and how in the West men and women are ready to devote their lives to this noble cause and to help me voluntarily in spreading the message of the Master. I went to America with the blessings of the Mother, and when I succeeded in moving the people there through my speeches and received tremendous ovations from them, I remembered at once the power of the Mother's blessings, which had worked such a miracle. When I rested in silence, I could clearly perceive that the same divine power, whom the Master called the Divine Mother, was guiding me there. Unquote. Golapma conveyed Holy Mother's words through Golapma. The mother's reply. What was the reply? The Master is not separate or different from the Divine Mother. The Master is doing all these great things through you. You are His chosen disciple and son. He loved you intensely and predicted before all that you were one day destined to be a distinguished world teacher. In 1886, just a couple of months before his giving up the mortal body, Sri Ramakrishna wrote on a piece of paper, Noren Shikkhe Deve, Noren will teach. Jokhon, I will translate, Jokhon, when Ghure, having a travel inside, pilgrimage inside India, Baire, outside, Hag Deve, will give his clarion call. In Bengali, now we translate it in this way. At that time, all present there could not understand what Master was telling. Noren Shikkhe Debe, Jokon Ghure Baire Hak Dibe. Bengali was also not a cultured Bengali and correct Bengali. Somehow it was something he wrote. Now, Holy Mother is reminding, don't you know? Do you forget? Master told that you will be the world teacher, you are destined, one day destined to be a distinguished world teacher. And Sri Ramakrishna's message, Vedantic message, the highest knowledge, highest devotion, the goal of human life, the spiritual culture, the meaning of, real meaning, exact meaning of dharma, religion, all these things, Sri Ramakrishna harmonizing each and all ideas, every ideas. Swami Vivekananda was his mouthpiece. Sri Ramakrishna's power and ideas were just being spread, declared through the mouth of lips of Swami Vivekananda. So Holy Mother was telling, reminding, don't you know, you have to do many more other things. Don't worry, my boy, I am there to support you. Although you will have many problems. From his own brother disciples, they are telling, why you are introducing this center? What, we are sadhus. We do not have any binding. Center means is a bondage. You have to keep this account, you have to this. No, only society will feed us or not feed us. What is the body? It will go or not go. We will have our mukti, finish. That is the general outlook, idea of the this conservative and orthodox monastic ideal followers. So society also have, if society sees that sadhus have building, property, this, that, they will not consider you are a sadhu. You are really a good holy man. You are unholy man. Otherwise, where from you have got all these things? But they did not understand why Sri Ramakrishna has incarnated and what is the mission in this life, in this modern world, how to bring the light of knowledge and devotion to the whole world. So, with great emotion, Swamiji answered. Holy Mother was telling, and Swamiji now answering, Mother, I want to spread the Master's message and establish a worthy and enduring organization for that purpose as soon as possible. But I feel distressed that I cannot do things as speedily as I wish. Just to take a light note, when Swamiji was lecturing here in America, he's just a young man, you try to understand. All came to Swamiji, could not understand that Swamiji is a monk, a sadhu, a celibate. All women to him are the embodiments of the Divine Mother. How many people understand that? Many had some other things also in their mind, although having attending all the lectures. Everyone's mind was not that pure. So in a lecture, very dramatically, Swamiji said, at last I have fallen in love. And the audience whispering, who is she, who is she? At last I must admit, at last I have fallen in love. Because so many people means just a few, even approach Swamiji to accept her as Swamiji's. They don't understand sadhu's life, however, the Swamiji somehow made one another understand that Swamiji's life is a different one, and he sees all the women as mothers. That is the ideal of sadhus. So, some of them now whispering, who is she, who is she? Somebody aloud also said, who is she? Swamiji then dramatically not giving the answer, keeping the suspense, then saying, your organization. This, in the West, Swamiji understood that if anything you are to do in a mass scale, to do for the good of the humanity, you alone cannot do it. You need an organization. You need the support of others also. Otherwise, it cannot be spread in that way. Buddhadev sent his children, disciples to different countries in those days. Go, spread the message of love, compassion in Asian countries, Thailand, this Malaysia, other countries, Indonesia, all those countries, China, many places. In those days, people from those countries also used to come to have spiritual education in India. This Nalanda University, Takshila University, many universities were there. 20 to 30,000 students in those days used to stay in the campus to have the spiritual knowledge of the Indian sages. So that missionary, he was there. Then now Swami Vivekananda saw that how the organized way, if you do something, you can reach so many people. So Swamiji's mind also is there, and before Swamiji asking for, Holy Mother is telling that yes, I know you have to do many other things, don't worry. Although your own brother disciples who do not neither understand Ramakrishna properly, nor understand his mission, nor understand your ideas. So they will be in the initial stage trying to stop you. But when Holy Mother will say that Naren is correct, all the brothers have to follow. Because otherwise they will say, you are also a disciple of Ramakrishna, I am also, because all are Brahmogyanis, all have achieved, experienced that ultimate reality. So what is the fear? They speak the truth, what they feel. It is not that they were hypocrites or any other thing, they were bad people, it is not that. Because they never saw Sri Ramakrishna to do any missionary work, to set up centers, to give lectures. So they were thinking the goal of human life again and again, Sri Ramakrishna said, is to realize God and take God's name. Always try to follow the path of holiness, purity, and remain more and more, keep away from the worldly things, materialistic things that will bind you, that will bring suffering to you. If you really want to have the peace and bliss of freedom, liberty, then always try to withdraw your mind from anything else, and this world is just. So they were thinking in that way. But Swami Vivekananda has differently, separately given so many instructions day after day, closed door instruction. Sri Ramakrishna knew, Vivekananda knew, Holy Mother knew. So Holy Mother is encouraging, Naren, your work has not yet finished, that you have said something and the Western world accepted. So you have to do many more works. Master's mission, Divine Mother's mission. So Swamiji also was telling, but I feel distressed that I cannot do things as speedily as I wish, because Swamiji knows that he is to give up his body. Time is short, days are numbered. Holy Mother herself spoke in a soft voice. Now Holy Mother could not talk through the translator, the attendant. Now Holy Mother in a soft voice herself spoke in a soft voice with maternal affection. Quote, don't worry about that, my boy. What you have done and what you will do will endure forever. You are born for this world, for this mission. Thousands will look upon you as the enlightened teacher of the world. Rest assured that the Master will very soon fulfill your desire. You will before long find that your desires, your ideas are taking practical shape. Holy Mother's blessings. If Holy Mother says something, it will not be otherwise. It will be. It has to be. Naren knows. Vivekananda knows the power of Holy Mother's words. So Holy Mother is telling, don't worry, whatever Master has said will be materialized through you, and very quickly all the ideas you have in your mind will have practical shape. Don't worry, my child. I know. So, with prayerful reverence, Swamiji said to Mother, bless me, Mother, that I may see my plan of work materialize as quickly as possible. With these words, Swamiji took leave of Holy Mother and reverently prostrated before her again. So, Swamiji knew that days are numbered. He has to give up his body. And work is vast. Doing good to the whole world, for the good of the whole humanity, is it a matter of joke? So where is the time to waste energy by arguing with my own brothers, who will be the actually flag bearers now, carriers of the message? Brother disciples and his own disciples and other devotees and admirers of Ramakrishna, they should not misunderstand Swamiji's all these ideas, because in an Indian setup, Western ideas, organization and doing missionary work is completely an alien one. And not only alien, it was at that time considered as to be anti-religious, non-monastic, and rather it will disturb the monastic life, spiritual life, if you are busy with all these things. So new ideas have to be spread. So Vivekananda was reassured and deeply moved by Holy Mother's blessings. In the course of this meeting, he said to her, Mother, I did not clear the ocean this time in one jump. It was in his mind that when in Treta Yuga, because Vivekananda considered Sri Ramachandra as Ramakrishna incarnated in the stotra, Achandala Pratihotarayo Yasya Premo Prabhaho, there he has written this stavo on Sri Ramakrishna, that whoever was the Rama in the Treta Yuga, whoever was Krishna in the Dwapar Yuga and delivered the Leonine message of the Gita, and that Sri Krishna and that Ramachandra who embraced the Pariya, Guhaka Chandalo, now again incarnated, embodied in the body of, in this form of Ramakrishna. So there he has written that Ramakrishna was none other than Ramachandraji, and Holy Mother Sarada Devi was none other than Ma Sita. So in the Treta Yuga there is a story from the Ramayana, the reference is there from there. Swamiji is telling, Mother, I didn't clear the ocean this time in one jump. I went to America in a boat built by Westerners. I discovered there the great glories of our Master. Many good people listened to me, spellbound about Sri Ramakrishna, and accepted his ideas. So, through your blessings, I have cleared. I did not jump this time, because Hanumanji, the devotee and disciple of Ramachandraji in the Treta Yuga, jumped from the mainland to that island, Sri Lanka, now Sri Lanka, Ceylon. So, this time I have gone by the ship, boat built by the Westerners. And glories of Master I discovered there already. Many people already had vision of Master when Swamiji met here people in different places and showed the photograph of Master. So they came that he is this old man. We could not understand who he was, but he appeared in my dream. So Sri Ramakrishna's devotees already were here, and Swamiji is telling that many people listened to me, spellbound, and heard about Sri Ramakrishna and accepted his ideas. So, at Pashupati Basu's house on 20th February 1897, Swamiji said to M, the recorder of the Gospel, Master Mahashaya, means, Sir, whatever success you see in my life is the Leela play of the Master. I am only an instrument. He sent me there. When the Master indicated that I should go to the West, I informed the Mother, Holy Mother, and asked her permission and command. By the blessings of Mother, I easily overcame all difficulties there and became the most prominent figure amongst many famous learned pandits and scientists. Just overnight became celebrity, from a beggar, pauper, to the prince level, from a beggar to that royal, kingly level, admired and accepted by one and all. And Swamiji said it happened also in Mr. Leon's house, where the family members were not ready to accept a heathen coming from a different country and belonging to a different religion will stay in our house. Some of their relatives came and said, if that heathen stays in your home, we will not stay here. Then Mrs. Leon said that I have already given the word that yes, one of the guests, means Swami Vivekananda at that time, who was going to next day attend the Parliament of Religion, he would stay with us. I have given my word. If you want to stay, you stay. If you don't like, you can go to other place. But I cannot say no to my guest, because I have given word to the authorities of the Parliament of Religion. So that day somehow, that lady was waiting for the arrival of Swami Vivekananda, previous night of 11th September 1897. So it was 12th September night, and somehow he stayed. Next day, after delivering this lecture, he found, oh God, all the beds and other things were so given royal treatment. Whole night Swami Vivekananda slept on the floor, did not touch, and shedding tears. Oh my mother, I have not come here to enjoy this. Swamiji was born in a rich family. He was born with silver spoon. But still, he could not understand that this kind of luxurious life. And he was shedding tears and praying to Divine Mother, oh Mother, I wanted to come here for the good of the poor everywhere. Now, this is the thing. They are offering to me. So many people are not feeding, not being fed, not eating anything, not getting food. I cannot enjoy. So he shed tears and slept on the floor, not using that. So the learned pandits and this university, Professor Wright, Harvard University professor, writing letter to the chairman of the Parliament of Religion, that here is a young monk from India, Swami Vivekananda. He will go. He has not registered his name. I have talked to him and understood he is more learned than all the professors of American and European universities put together. I have talked to him. Please allow him to speak in the Parliament of Religions, because he was requesting, Swamiji, please, why don't you speak in the Parliament of Religions? Swamiji said, I came for that purpose, but I don't have any credential, and who will, registration date is over, I am late, I know nobody, but whatever information I have gathered, that everything is closed, only those who have been selected and with credentials, they will represent. I am nobody there, who will, here I came to, oh God, asking you for a credential, Swami. It is like asking the sun what credential the sun has, what right the sun has to shine over us. You will not speak. Who will speak in the Parliament of Religions? I am giving you introduction, this credential known. Oh God, Swamiji was so oblivious of the physical body that he has lost that credential also. Physically he was carrying. But the man, you see how the divine power, these blessings of Holy Mother works. And that professor, who asked him, how many people will do in such a way think, I have given you the credential letter, so you go and show. And personally he sent another letter by post, which reached the chairman of the Parliament of Religion when the previous afternoon, with the help of Hell, Mrs. Hell, and Swamiji went there to meet them and enroll his name. From a distance, seeing his color and everything and robe, that professor, he was a friend of Professor Wright. He was telling, "Hi, young man, Swami, where have you been? I have been waiting for you." Swamiji was telling, "I'm sorry, perhaps you are mistaken. I do not know you and you also do not know me. Perhaps you are thinking of someone." No, Professor Wright has written to me. "Are you Swami?" Vivekananda could not pronounce properly, but somehow he's telling, "I know your name also. I've been waiting when you would come and I will take your name and roll." Yes, he has already sent an introductory letter to me to allow you to speak in the Parliament of Religion. So all these things have happened through the blessings of Holy Mother. So these are the ideas Swami Vivekananda tried to put in the minds of his brother disciples and others who had doubt that everything was going on through the grace of Thakur only, and Holy Mother is just his wife, and Holy Mother is just an ordinary human being. So Swami Vivekananda was trying to make them understand the power of Holy Mother. And after coming there, meeting Holy Mother, now Swami Vivekananda will form the organization which he was waiting for, because Master's words, Vedantic ideas, this message of harmony of religion, message of divinity, because in the West people are suffering for sinners and sinners always. So what an abject suffering it is, condition it is, that always thinking I am bad, I am something wrong. And Vedanta is preaching, what wrong, what sin? There cannot be any sin. You are the child of that immortal bliss. So this preaching, the idea of divinity, already inherited by one and all of us. That message of divinity within. The goal of human life is not the materialistic pursuit. Goal of life is to realize that ultimate truth. We do everything, but don't forget the goal of life. And also harmony of religion. All the paths, only my religion will survive. Everyone has to come to my religion, follow that. My dictum, my instruction, my scripture is the scripture, my God is the God. Other gods are no gods. So all these wonderful ideas and universal brotherhood, we are all sisters and brothers. Srinantu Vishye Amritasya Putraha Ye Dhamani Dibbani Tostu. Swamiji quoted this in his Parliament of Religion in 1893 lectures. That allow me to call you, address you as my sisters. He began with that, sisters and brothers of America. It fills my heart with joy unspeakable. All this 7,000 people stood on their hill and just wanted to greet Swami Vivekananda. And thundering, a clapping was going on for several minutes. So who will preach this idea? Sri Ramakrishna said that the modern world have to have all these things for their development and survival. Harmony of religions, divinity of man, goal of life is to realize the truth, realize God, the ultimate reality, and the goal of life is not the getting and accumulating more and more power, money, all these things. You may acquire all these things, but earn honestly, spend honestly for the good of the whole world. And there is the universal brotherhood. All these messages, ideas, have to be spread all over the world for the survival of the humanity. Otherwise, we will degrade ourselves down to the level of the brutes, and we will forget our goal of life, we will forget our aim, we will forget what is to be done in this life and how to achieve the goal, and that we all are sinners. The hope, what a hope. Why sinners? It is a sin to call somebody a sinner. You are all the children of immortal bliss. Allow me to call. You are my brother. We are all brothers and sisters. And what is religion? Religion is not going to the churches and here and there. Religion is the manifestation of the divinity already in man. Practice this. Always try to manifest the inherent divine qualities, attributes, virtues. We all possess that. Only we are oblivious of that, and we do not try to bring it out from within. It is already there. We are born with all these things, but we are not aware of that. So all these wonderful ideas, Swami Vivekananda now needs an organization. We will continue with this. My time is now up, so I stop here. But we pray to Mother and Swamiji to bless us all to understand all these ideas and ideals Sri Ramakrishna Swami Vivekananda preached and practiced and preached for the good of the whole world, for the humanity, as the admirers of Ramakrishna Vivekananda. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Paradatte Sadalino Ramakrishna Samagaya Yo Dharmastha Punarato Viresham Tang Namamyaham. Ever merged in the supreme truth, yet by the command of Ramakrishna, he was dedicated to establishing Dharma. To him, the Lord of Heroes, to Swami Vivekananda, we bow down. Some announcement. Next spiritual talk by Swami Mahajogananda on 30th. So you all are invited. Please do come, and other programs are there displayed on the notice board. We will sit now in the living room, greenhouse, so we can have some question answers there, those who are interested in, and please have some refreshment waiting outside.
Probably should mention for members, if you're a member, you should have gotten an invitation to the annual meeting, which will be next Saturday at 10.
29th.
So if you're not a member, you might consider becoming a member.
28th.
So maybe get our support. Thank you very much.